Right, so Battle for Azeroth came out exactly 1 week ago. I'm just here farming for this Dune Scavenger hunt while I'm talking about Battle for Azeroth. Because that's what I've been doing, I guess, mostly. To be honest, yeah, most of the time it has just been farming this mount. But yeah, I did get 2 mount drops already. We have been farming for about 24 hours, I would say, like a full 24-hour farm. God knows how many we've killed. We're always in a group of 5. I'm farming with another person that I know. I have gotten 2 mounts and he has gotten 0 mounts and 0 purple items, so that really sucks for him. But I guess 2 mounts in 24 hours isn't that bad. I think that's quite good. Now, I've one in my bags here as proof. It does drop. It is a thing. They didn't just take it out without telling anyone. I feel like some people, while farming, there's always some people asking if anyone has seen it, if it actually does drop. And yeah, it does actually drop. So we are here in this spot right now. There's a mage coming. Lazy mage. Right, we're in this spot here. It did the second one that I have in my bag right now. It did drop here, and the other one dropped around here in Serpent's Maw. At least I think it's around here. Let's call it Serpent's Maw anyway. That was the first one that dropped for me. So that's kind of the thing that I did most in Battle for Azeroth so far, I feel like. So I think in the other video was quite negative, but I do enjoy playing World of Warcraft right now. I can't see leveling in too many zones. Not in too many zones. I can't see myself leveling in the zones too many times. But what I have been doing is I'm not 120 right now. I'm 117 with this rogue. And I've been doing this since I was 114 with this rogue. So I've gotten 3 levels just doing that. I'm about to hit 118 as well. So this is basically how I'm leveling up my rogue. Because the problem with only having 3 zones to quest in is that there's just not that much to explore after you've seen everything in the zone. On my first character, on my main character, which is a monk, I have done all the quests, and I also leveled a mage, and I've done most of the quests there as well on my mage, so I've done leveling twice, and I can't see myself leveling, just going through the zones again. I can imagine either spamming dungeons or just doing this. You get some gold, and you also get some levels. Although it does take a lot longer than questing. I'm not sure how good or bad the dungeons are. I think they give 100,000 XP, so that's good. Someone left in this group, so I have to go find someone else. I'm gonna cut this part out, so there will be a jump cut, and I'll hopefully remember what I was talking about. Right. I'm gonna find a mage, pre-made group, or maybe I shouldn't cut it out. I don't know. I basically just put Dune Mount Farm, well, War Mode on, and list group. Right. So you always want to go for a class that is either a monk if you don't have a tank, or someone with very good AoE, which I'm a rogue. That's not great for AoE. I'm just pressing 1 buttons. One buttons. Yes, I'm just pressing 1 button here. Right, what was I talking about? I can't see myself leveling more than 2 characters with just questing. I can't do it. I think questing is enjoyable the first time around. Why am I dying? I think questing is enjoyable the first time around, and can be pretty awesome to experience all the zones, especially with how amazing the art style is in the new zones. They definitely are the best. I think the bestly, that's not a word. They're very well done. They're the best zones art-wise that I've seen. So that's every expansion it gets a lot better art-wise. Just trying to wait for my health here. I don't think I have anything to eat. No, I could ask the mage, but I think he's busy. Right, so what was I talking about? I can't see myself leveling another character. There's way too there's not enough zones. If they had 6 zones to level in again, I think that would be pretty awesome. But they don't. There's only 3. Do we need a healer? I guess we could have a healer. Let's pick a druid healer. Yeah, we desperately, well, I desperately need that healer. Alright, anyway, yep, oh god. Healer, do your job, heal me, please. Nice. Alright, I should also repair my weapons and stuff. As for dungeons, people have said the Mother Lode is the worst dungeon in the game, and I think I definitely agree. If you are in the Mother Lode with a random group, it's not a great experience at all, which might not be Blizzard's fault, which might just be some players' fault. Especially if you're in a group with someone who has a pet. That, I don't know. If you're in a group with someone who has a pet, just kick them. Just don't even risk it. Well, if you don't know them, if you know they're good, then maybe don't. But wow. I've done the dungeon 2 times, and people just don't know how to dismiss their pets, so that's cool. I have said that I don't like 3 of the dungeons already in the last video, and I hadn't even done all the dungeons yet, so I was really disappointed about that. But there are some good dungeons. I have been enjoying just running dungeons, and I think they do get better on heroic. Although I don't even wanna attempt doing the Mother Lode on heroic. The dungeons that I liked most is there's a pirate themed one. Which I'm so bad at remembering names. I don't know the names at all. But there's a dungeon that is kind of pirate themed. I really like that dungeon. And then there's a huge mansion. Maybe I can find out actually. Dungeon Finder. Oh right, I don't have them with my rogue yet, of course. I'm not 120. Yeah, that's the dungeon. They are enjoyable for now, and I think I'm definitely gonna try the mythic dungeons. But they're definitely not the best dungeons. They're definitely worse They're definitely worse when you're just leveling up than if you just go through them at 120 to just relax or something. I kind of like having movies or podcasts or TV shows or something like that on while I do dungeons, while I try to gear up. Gearing up has felt relatively fast. I don't think it's felt like too grindy or anything. The world quests do seem worse than in Legion. In Legion I really like that in Legion I really like that the world quests give you a lot of gold and they give you a satchel at the end when you do the... what are they called? A missionary? Is that it? When you do the quests that are... do 4 world quests in Zandalar, for example. Solazar. Names, yeah, really. Zuldazar, that's what it's called, yeah. I'm really, really bad with names. But yeah. The emissary quests used to give a satchel with reputation and some gold, and sometimes there was an item in there. Sometimes I think there was a pet in there. There was a mount that dropped from the Suramar one, I believe, which I still haven't gotten. But this expansion, I don't think... no, I don't. There's no mounts that you can get from world quests that I know of. And I do miss the satchel. That was quite fun. That you got the satchels with random stuff. It was just kind of random, and there was always a lot of, well, not always. There was either a lot of gold or a lot of order resources, so that was quite good. I really like that. I mostly got gold, so yeah. I've been doing a lot of professions, which professions have always just been very boring to me. I'm just doing them right now for getting a butt ton of gold. That's kind of it, but I think they really should do something with professions. I heard that they overhauled the professions for Battle for Azeroth, but they're really still the same. They're just not entertaining to do. I don't know. It's not great. What else is there? The island expeditions. I have learned that the rewards for the island expeditions are mounts, pets, and toys, which, I don't know, that's kind of disappointing to me. When I first looked it up, I saw that there's a few mounts that dropped, and I was like, okay, that's actually quite cool. If I like a couple mounts, I could get a couple mounts from the island expeditions. But yeah, no, they're all just recolors of the same mount, which is kind of disappointing. The mount does look good in some colored versions, but it's really, I don't know, it's disappointing that it's just recolors, and I'm not super tempted to do them. I haven't done any since I got that quest for the tutorial. So that was the dungeons. The dungeons are definitely worse than in Legion, that's for sure, but overall still enjoyable. I don't know if I said that before. Professions are still absolutely terrible. What else is there? I kind of expected that you would be able to unlock the allied races once Legion starts, but you can't. We do know that you have to get reputation with the honor bound for the Makar Orc, which I really want to play because they look cool. But yeah, the reputation farming just isn't amazing. The storyline that you have to do, that is also kind of gated behind reputation. It still bothers me that they gated behind reputation. Yeah, it still bothers me that they're kind of gated behind reputation. I wish they wouldn't do that with story quests. The mission table on the boat seems worse than Legion. So my problem, I guess, with Battle for Azeroth is that it's basically a copy of Legion. It's like as if Battle for Azeroth stole Legion's homework but changed it up just slightly. But the things that they did keep from Legion just seem slightly worse than they were in Legion. So it's like world quests were better in Legion, dungeons were better in Legion, zones were more and therefore more enjoyable to level more characters in Legion. You had the artifact, which really bothers me still that they took it out, especially because there's no good weapon dropping ever. I'm actually on the characters that I leveled, I always just keep my artifact until 115 or something. So it's kind of, I don't know, I'm still super disappointing that they took out the artifact weapons and they just put in the Heart of Azeroth. I don't know, I don't think that was a smart decision at all. PvP. Actually, I was kind of surprised that I found myself enjoying World PvP quite a bit. I still wouldn't go into a battleground, I don't think. Just that's not my kind of thing. But there are some interesting. Well, I know of one title that you can get. You can get the title for the Horde. It is the Alliance Slayer, which I think would be really cool for a rogue. I think it's like you have to kill 10 Alliance after you get the quest. And for Alliance, I assume it's the Horde Slayer. So that's kind of cool. And yeah, I've been enjoying World PvP quite a bit, which is quite surprising. I've never been into PvP at all. But I think they did well with that. But overall, I would say my impression of Battle for Azeroth is that it feels the same as in Legion. It doesn't feel like there's anything that changed a whole lot. There's nothing that got better. The things that did change, I think, just kind of got worse. Yeah. I don't know. I still enjoy the game because I liked Legion, so I guess I like Battle for Azeroth because it's so similar. So I'm still gonna play it for a while, but if the raids aren't really good, I can't see myself playing this the whole way through the expansion. I think Blizzard's doing a really bad job with communicating to casual players what they should be doing at max level. I feel like usually it's pretty hard to find out what you have to do once you get to max level as a very casual player that doesn't have anyone else telling them what to do. And it's kind of difficult sometimes to figure out what kind of rewards some things get. I mean, I say difficult. It's just a Google search away, but I feel like if you're playing a game, you shouldn't have to stop playing that game to Google something. Just to look up what I don't know, just to look stuff up. I feel like they should put something in the game that just tells you what you can do and why you should do stuff that you can do. But yeah, I think it's pretty enjoyable right now. And getting mounts to drop, I guess, is always fun.